What's up, YouTube? Today I'm excited to give you this specific video, and it's talking about how you can live in a major city on low income. And I think this one is going to be a very popular video because a lot of people want to live in these major cities. I mean, New York, we got Miami, Las Vegas. But sometimes it's very difficult to do, especially if you're not making a lot of money or if you are an individual who lives on their own and doesn't have somebody else to support you. These are some strategies that I use to live in the major city that I live in. And I live in the downtown area of Hartford, Connecticut. And if you guys do some research on the apartments there, just to live downtown usually on average costs anywhere between $15,000 to $2,000 a month for rent alone. And if you're making in between $15 to $25 an hour, that can eat up pretty much more than half of what you make. So I found some ways to work around this, and I'm going to explain to you guys today how I'm able to live in a major city on low income. So first, let's talk about the most the highest expense that most people have, which is rent. And for me, I'm able to only pay $935 a month because I have roommates. And I live in an apartment complex that has been a new construction. It's only been around for 3 years. So it's not like it's in a low quality area. It's in a high quality area right next to a baseball stadium. So to live here on my own would probably cost about $2,000 a month. And that would eat up way more than 50% of what I make. So by having roommates, that cuts the cost for rent. So now we look at phone and internet because all my other utilities are included in that $935. So this is the only thing I have to pay for. And this expense gets cut because I am a business owner, right? So my business pays for 50% of phone and internet. So I'm only paying $75 a month for this, which is huge savings for me because I get to enjoy 5G internet and a new iPhone 14 for only $75. And then we have like miscellaneous house items, things like toilet paper, cleaning supplies, and things of that nature, which averages about $50 a month. So it's not that bad. Plus, when you have roommates, it kind of offsets that cost because they'll also contribute too as well. And this is the biggest savings that I have. I don't pay any car payments and I don't pay any insurance because of Velocity Banking. So I paid off the car. And with the insurance, I always pay insurance in full because they give you a discount. I just put it on a 0% credit card and I pay it off at the end of the year. And it increases my cash flow tremendously. And the only thing I have to pay for transportation is gas. But I do save a lot because I have the Exxon Mobil app, which you guys should download if you guys have Exxon Mobil in your area. It gives you, I believe, 6 cents for every gallon. And at the end of the year, I'm able to get 1 tank of gas for free. I also use my Apple credit card to pay for it because it gives me 3% cash back. So you guys can start to see the savings there with gas. So even though it says $100 I'm paying a month in gas, it's technically not $100. Next thing we'll go on to is groceries and eating out. Now, as a busy entrepreneur, I don't like to meal prep. I do like to eat out when I can, just because it saves me time that I can focus on building the YouTube channel and the business. So my cost is probably a little bit higher, but if you guys like to make your own food, that can probably lower the cost. I just find that for me, it's more beneficial to eat out and save the time and use it on more productive things, right? So I also save 5% cash back using an Amazon credit card because I like shopping at Whole Foods. I love to eat clean and I like to take care of my health. So that's one thing that I value. And again, I talk about value spending plans instead of budgets. So I value my health. I'm willing to spend more money on that and save a little bit more by going to Whole Foods. Next, we have the gym. It's only $20 a month. I also have a gym at my apartment complex, and it was already in the fee that I had to pay up front with the security deposit. So it's technically free. I'm not getting charged per month. So I have access to both these. and my apartment gym is 24 hours, so there's no excuses for me not to work out every single day. Next thing, again, I take care of my body and my health, so I get massages monthly. Some people might think that you can cut this out, but I feel like it's very beneficial. I don't like tight muscles and things of that nature, so I get massage every month. And next thing we're talking about is personal care items. So this is like toothpaste, face care products and things of that nature. On average, it's only $50 for me. I do actually value a lot of these things. I like to take care of my skin, so it can be a little bit higher for me. Maybe it might be a little bit lower for some of you guys, but again, find out what you value. And then as far as debts, I only have student loans and my Sleep Number bed. And these debts, with Velocity Banking, I'm hoping to pay them off within the next year or 2 years. And we'll see from there, but once I do that, I will be completely debt free. And so I totaled everything out here, and my expenses it's under $2,000. So we went from rent just being $2,000 living in a major city to just paying a little under $2,000 for total expenses, right? So I factor that, there's things that come up in the month that you can't plan for. I call these miscellaneous expenses. And if we were to do that, to adjust it, let's say on average I spend $2,100 a month, which still is not a lot of money to live in a major city. So for where you guys live, if you plan to live in New York or Boston or one of these areas, the numbers might be a little different. You might be making a little bit more just because they pay more so you can live in that area, but you have to do the math and factor out the expenses. And for me, my cash flow currently is around $700 a month. So with that, I have a little bit more flexibility to pay off these things, to invest in my business and things of that nature. So I hope this was a helpful video for you guys, just to see how I organize my spending plan and how I'm able to live in a major city on a low income. So that's all I got for you guys today, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll have more like this in the future.